Hello, good morning. I'm running late. Not that it's my fault, but hello, good morning, and welcome to Dawn Buster's Taste Challenge. I could say that I need this taste challenge, but that could imply bad things. Let's suffice it to say, I want to do the taste challenge. I enjoy doing taste challenges. They are challenging, usually. They're relaxing. I like to think about what I drink. You see, I don't just do beer reviews, this and that, this and that. Hey, YouTube. Hey, guys. Hey, gang. Hey, fellas. I don't know these people. You don't know me personally. We're just doing, social media hangouts. So I don't do a big production. You know this, starting in November 2010. I'm saying, here's the beer. I taste it. What I think. Maybe next year I'll change my mind about it. I had people tell me, well, 2 years ago you said, I know. Okay, I changed my mind. I don't like it anymore. It's the same thing with the whiskeys. I could taste this, I could taste that, this, that, everything, here, there, everywhere. But I'm not just trying to run through like a Mannheim steamroller, say, let me taste everything. Taste, 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 taste. Drink, 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 drink. Tell, tell, tell. No, I want to think it, not just drink it. Like Stevie Nicks said, and I always refer to the song from 1981. She said, listen to her. Sorry. She said, listen through her. Don't listen to her. Okay, that's an important lyric in my mind. Don't listen to her, listen through her. And that is a metaphysical statement. And it's a true statement. And I try to take a metaphysical approach to these beer, wine, and liquor products. So I have to think the product. I don't care about drinking the product. I don't care anything about drinking at all, honestly. If I never drank whiskey again, I wouldn't care less. I wouldn't make a difference. Hill of beans difference to me. I got water. I could drink water every day. This is a hobby. It's done for fun. Taste stuff. You taste it. Tell people what you think. They could either listen or not listen. Be positive or hostile. It doesn't matter. Oyster Boys Brewing. Taste change over time. That's why I'm divorced. That's a loaded statement. Okay. I could say many things about that, much of which would anger people, although all of what I said would be true. I'm thinking about the president. That got me set off yesterday more than anything. I was like, I'm telling you, Chivas. I was like Buddy Rich when I fly off the handle, okay? And I flew off the handle yesterday because I'm like, you want a war, you got it. And I'm telling you what I'm talking about the phone call. And I had some people who are not gifted and cognitively or otherwise make very foolish statements. It's a public figure. What do you expect? I say, endeavor to persevere. Chivas. I said, if it's a private conversation, you would assume it's private. But I told this person, I said, okay, I'm going to use your line of thinking. You're not a famous person. I said, but let's just use your hypothetical line of thinking, which is nonsensical. But I'll entertain nonsensical ideas just to make a sensible point. I said, I want you to tell me personal things in private about your family, details, very sensitive topics, sensitive things. I want you to tell me these things in private. Okay? Immediately, I'm going to share this with everyone. Don't take offense. And let's see what he says about that. So I was thinking, I'm always thinking, you worry too much. True, but I'm not worrying. I'm thinking. See, thinking is not the same as worrying. So although they could be related. So I said, I'm going to be like Donald Trump. And I'm not a big Donald Trump fan. I'll be honest. I never have been. People think that, but they don't know me. The people that know me know I'm not, actually. I'm a Democrat anyway. Look at my, someone told me that you lie. You're lying. You Republicans. I said, you want to see my voter ID card? Do I have to show it to you? I can show it to you. I have it in my wallet. You can call the register of voters. They'll tell you. But I said, eat this, figuratively, eat crow. What does that say on that card? D. Oh, I said, is it fake? So, but with politics, I'm very open-minded and fair-minded. And if it was done the other way, I would say the same thing. Tit for tat, all's fair, fair play. So I said, you know what my policy is going to be from now on? Because apparently there is no more pillow talk. I was telling this to people yesterday and today. I said, anything I ever say to you, you should consider it public. Because apparently it's being considered that way on the flip side. I say, so be very careful what you say to me, because there's a very high probability that it will be shared publicly, meaning I say things to you and I don't ever regret what I say. Generally, I might regret the tone. I've said this in the past, the tone or the application thereof, but I don't regret the content. So I've always told people, share what I say, because I don't take it back. I don't regret it. I meant what I said. I believed it. Why would I take it back? I believed what I said. That would make me a liar. I believe politics. They say, you said this in politics. I believed it. You said this about religion. Yes, but I believed it. When I was a Protestant, I was wrong because I was taught wrong things, but I believed it. Truthfully, I had an honest approach. I just realized later, you know what, you're wrong. And if you can't admit you're wrong, that's a problem. See, I said, oh, I've been taught the wrong thing. I had bad coaching. Sometimes in sports you have a bad coach. Some people in Jonestown in 1978 realized we've been lied to. Let's leave. Oh, too late. Can't leave. Okay. This is not Jonestown. This is just a hangout. What's up, Ronald? Why do you do reviews in the dark? Oh, I've explained this before, but I don't mind. It's dark now, it's dawn. But as the video progresses, it'll become daylight, assuming daylight ever returns in 2021. So I like to see it dark and then it becomes daylight. It's kind of interesting. Or maybe you think it's foolish. Politics and court intrigue haven't changed at all through the ages. And there they have it. It's a fallen world. Hey, says Mackerel. All right, now, here we go. But I said, boy, I could do a major rant that could last hours. I'm so filled up with rage, but justified rage, you understand? And exasperation more than anything. Get very exasperated. Because people make complicated situations out of minor things. Like, for instance, hey, what's up? 5:12 a.m. Can't talk right now. Now, if someone tells me I can't talk right now, that's it. I'll leave it alone. I figure they'll talk to me later. They had better, because I always do. But then when someone quizzes me, why? What are you doing? What is the nature of what you're doing? What are the implications? You see, I just want to bite down on lead. I'd probably break it. Soft metal. Steel, I'd break it. So my new policy in 2021, when I get private messages, text, I wish I would only get emails, I'm going to respond with either a response if I have free time, which is rare, or I'll give them this response, VB. That's it. That's it for 2021. VB, very busy. I'm going to tell the people, when I tell you VB, that means very busy. Doesn't mean I'm ignoring you. Doesn't mean I've suddenly taken a dislike to you. It does not mean that I disrespect you. It means I'm very busy and I cannot at this time talk. I'm not going to write a long treatise, a drawn out text to explain every detail of why I'm very busy. This morning it was bookkeeping. When you're doing math, bookkeeping, you want to pay attention, not make errors. That's how errors are made, being distracted. Be like if you were setting a rocket off into space at NASA and somebody's trying to talk to you about the Indianapolis Colts. What do you think about their face masks? And you say, I'm trying to set this rocket off, go to space. Yeah, but you deal with this level of idiocy often in your life. So That's going to be the new policy in 2021. If you hear from me and it says VB, it means I've received the message. I'm very busy. And the third meaning is I will get back to you. But I'm not going to write a long treatise on what is happening. Because I might be doing bookkeeping, but I might have gotten a car wreck and I'm dangling off a cliff. You see, and you want to know what cliff? Is it steep? What would be your chances of survival if you would rate it? This is the kind of messages I get from people. I got the 500 milliliter chocolate stout from Bevmo. I might go back and get the 6-pack. Oh, you got to see the live thing, John. Hey, excellent, excellent. Chocolate stout. Bevmo. I've never been to Bevmo. We don't have any such thing over here. Okay, we got Total Wine and More if you want outdated beer. Don't know about the wine. I don't check the wine. And the liquor prices are relatively low. Relatively low. $2 or $3 cheap on every brand. Just, they're trying to muscle in on the market. It isn't going to work here. It will not work in Louisiana because I can go to any grocery store and buy liquor. So that is not a remarkable thing. When Total Wine showed up here, there was an initial rush of people, curiosity seekers mainly. Stores packed for the first week. Second week, not as packed. Now you can leisurely shop with really only the workers in there bothering you, getting in your way. They're doing their work. You say, where are the customers? Back at the grocery store, the convenience store, the corner store where everyone sells liquor. So we had this discussion with other people. How can Total Wine make it in Louisiana in their specialty liquor store when every store is a liquor store? You see what I'm saying? Good morning, Jay, says Maxwell. Hey, Maxwell in the Russian Federation. Taste and smell fully back yet? It's wonderful. I was saying, God bless me. I was praying. I knew it. I assumed I would get my taste and smell back. But I said, maybe it'll never come back. That'd be a bummer. Kind of defeat the purpose of a beer review channel. But I used Vapor Rub as my baseline. I said, if you can't smell Vapor Rub, you can't smell nothing. So when I smelled Christmas Day, no aroma. I said, that's bad, a bad sign. But I don't panic. I said, oh, well, who had never caught a virus? It's like, I said this back in March. I said, trying to control this situation is like trying to put socks on a rooster. The cat's out the bag. Give it up. It ain't going to happen. So this whole exercise that we're dealing with is an exercise in futility, idiocy, control, totalitarianism, National Socialism, etc. Anybody with a thinking brain, any thinking person could realize that without a whole lot of thinking. So the next day, smelled it, nothing. Third day, nothing. Fourth day, wait. So I could taste after 2 days, I think. Then I sprayed some Febreze. And I'm thinking, did I smell that? Well, if you're thinking it, then it's probably true. So then the next day, spring mist, whatever, the names they call it. So then the next day, Vapor Rub. Now, January 1st, New Year's Day, a week later, I said, maybe I could smell that Vapor Rub, but I'm not sure. Now, January 2nd, Saturday, before I went to work, deep inhalation. Oh, I was off January 2nd. I had to work on New Year's Day. I said, Vapor Rub, menthol. I said, back in action, baby. Like Elton John said, is back stone cold sober as a matter of fact. So, I was like, dun, 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 dun. And I had to deal with so many panicky people, hysterical people, out of control people, and I couldn't stop laughing. I said, you people are under a fear psychosis. I said, the worst that could happen is you could die, but you have a fear of death, and you'll commit suicide for fear of death. That's what America's done. You say, I'm so scared of dying, I'm going to kill myself. Now, that's the logic we're dealing with. Suicide for fear of death. I know people right now, if I told them something like this, they would drop dead. Not of any illness. No, they would die in 2 days of the fear of illness. In 1933, Franklin Roosevelt, who I would never support under any circumstances, made a a statement which he stole. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. That was the policy of the government. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. Now the policy of the U.S. government is you should be fearful at all times. And there is no hope. So it's very sad. Okay, Tayson. Yeah, so good morning, Mr. Ron, says Ronnie S. Lockdowns and masks don't work. Oh, well, cheers, Ron. It'd be like saying, I'm going to drop an atom bomb in the name of peace. Remember? Peace through war. That was the policy of the U.S. government starting in, well, 1940 until today. Well, Trump tried to stop that, but they say, oh, no, 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 no. War is the answer, not peace, you maniac. Peace through war. You outsider, you weirdo, you're fat. You're the fattest president since William Howard Taft, as though that's a relevant statement. Oh, why must we know things? Okay. You say ignorance is bliss. Yes, and I'm not blissful because I ain't ignorant. Endeavor to persevere. That's the motto in 2021. Endeavor to persevere. This smells fruity. It smells darker than normal. Now you say things can't smell dark. I realize that. I'm like Luke Skywalker though right now. That's a general statement, and it's basically what I'm talking about. And if you use your mind, you'll figure out what I mean. Metaphysical. Some people thought the movie was about spaceships. Shake your head. When I was 9, I thought that. When I was 10, I realized it was about metaphysics. This smells like a standardized product, a good product, a nice product. John and Neely, thank you, because it was $17.99 and I got a huge handle bottle at World of Beverage. He insisted that we stop. And I was aggravated. I was like, I'm tired. I've been at the game all day. We're in the heat. But I try to be, pleasant. So we stopped. Well, then I was happy because I said, look at this wonderland of alcohol in a hobbyist sense, you understand? He said, I told you. I said, you brought me to the wrong place because you don't bring, a sugar addict to a candy store. So I said, well, I'm once again speaking figuratively, but I said, I'm looking around. I said, King Robert II, what in the world is this? Well, anything unusual I'm attracted to. He said, I don't know. I said, $17.99, it was on special. I said, I'll take it. What the heck? What's the worst that could happen? Well, the worst that happened was that's pretty good. He bought one too. He liked it. Not great. It's not world class, but it's fine. I was watching this video with these two people riding in a boat talking about who makes Nooner, Sierra Nevada Nooner. Whoa, this is what Budweiser always wanted to be. I said, why would Budweiser want to be a bland, weak ale from a credible craft beer company that has no flavor, no character, and no specific reason to exist? So you can drink it at noon. I said, that'll be the day I'm going to pay craft beer prices for something that approaches the quality of Budweiser, which I have never said was world class. Fascinating. I said, that was one of the most worthless videos I ever watched in my life, but good thing it was only 4 minutes. Had no meaning. Hiya, Ronnie. Who will win Georgia? The good guys, we hope. Hey, Ron, can monkeys? I don't know. I'm no scientist, but I play one on TV. Okay. What do I know for science? Even if I did, it wouldn't even matter because of the other thing. Okay, so the aroma here is not that different. The quality level is even. Now remember, $17.99 for this big handle bottle of King Robert II, introduced at some point in history, probably after 1934, acquired by this company in 1968. This much I do know, glass, not plastic. Age 3 years. There is a 12-year. Never seen it. Chivas Mizunara, introduced 2014 for the Japanese market, got popular, so they expanded it around the world in certain locations, like close to me. It's a $54 bottle. You might find it $48 if you're lucky. Or you might find it for $17.99 if you know what place I'm talking about, Savannah Discount. Now it's $18.99. An incredible price. And I might say a suspicious price. If I saw Pliny the Elder for $2 and it was a fresh date, I'd be thinking to myself, something is very strange. I'd buy it, but I'd still think it was very strange. So aroma is fine here. No great differentiation. So appearance, gold and gold, or amber, amber. So that's even. Aroma, one's a little darker, honey top, white bread crust. The other one's basic, so corn with a little smoke. So right now we're not looking at a big difference in price, but in my case there was no difference in price. $17.99 for either one, but one is a double, triple size bottle. The other one's a standard size. You understand? Get extra 1,000 milliliters. Ron now is a full-time alcoholic taster. Well, that's been for 10 years. You know, I mean, so people are telling me things I know already. They'll tell me things like, I said, Mom, you may as well tell me the sun is in the sky, because they'll tell me, you know, you drink beer all the time. I say, that's why I feel better. You see, I feel good. I feel so good because I used to drink soft drinks all the time and I felt like I was dying when I was 30. Guess what? I was full of chemicals. I said, I was preaching this sermon yesterday at work. I said, beer is made out of natural ingredients: corn, rice, barley, hops, yeast. No additives, no preservatives in most cases. This is not 1975. I said, what would you rather? Now people are going to run up. I know the health food people and the right-wing conspirators are going to run up. GMO, GMO. Okay. I don't care, but anyway, sometimes whiskey doesn't sit well with me. I prefer beer. I guess I haven't graduated to the big leagues yet. You don't have to. No one is obligated to drink whiskey. There's a mindset that if you're not drinking whiskey, you're a loser of some sort. Don't let those negative people influence you. I always tell people, drink exactly what you want to drink. Don't drink what you think people think you should drink. I like my friend David said, I think it was David, he could be using an alias. He said, I wish brewers would just make what they want instead of making what people think they should make. Because he was saying Stone makes whatever they want to make. You buy it, buy it. If it tastes bad, don't buy it. If you like it, buy it again. If you don't like it, don't buy it. They're arrogant. They're arrogant, you know. So I said all brewers should be that way. Brew what they want and not what they think they should brew. Taste time, that's it. I'm so wound up now I could talk for 2 hours straight. But it would be cogent topics, you know, pertinent topics, important topics. And that's going to be another motto for 2021. Be true to yourself and you will never fall. Yeah, I stole it. I steal all my material. But I'll be the first to admit it. So then if you admit it, it's not stealing, right? It's only stealing if you try to pretend it's your material. Very nice, very nice. Not remarkable in any way, but nice. A little darker honey top bread crust. Little smoke. Mostly cereal grain, you know, corn. You say rice. Nah, this is Japanese whiskey. I will go along with that. Single malt dough. Yeah, smoke. Nah, I might not be fully back yet, but I'm there close. About 80% back. A week ago, I was 5% back, if I was lucky. Oh, here's a remarkable thing. Now, this is remarkable. You notice I have not mentioned bite, sharp edges. There's that daylight. Nope, no sharp edges, people. No bad bite, no grain bite. Now, a lot of these whiskeys will have that bad bite, especially American blended, that it's choppy, like, no. It's as smooth as sandpaper. And you say, ooh, why is this I said, well, you paid $6.99 a bottle. Oh, yes. Forgot about that. You could have done much worse. You could have gotten camo. I watched the video for camo. Oh, what a great video. Classic, instant classic, man. The guy was like, I bought this stuff in Las Vegas, a 24-ounce can. And I'm thinking, uh-oh, I've never tried it. I said, this is going to be great, great. You hear what I mean? I'm coughing it all up. So he opens the can and he pours it. It looks like regular old beer. I'm thinking, you're getting set up. You didn't realize you were being set up after the second win? He's looking. He says, smells like some kind of honey or corn or grains. Or he kept saying it smelled like a barley wine. I said, that's basically what it is, a lager barley wine. But I couldn't wait. I said, he's going to taste it. He said, interesting, complex. It's... Then he tastes it. Oh, you got to watch the video. I don't have to give you a transcript. It was brilliant. It was so good. I wanted to frame that video. The horror. I know. I felt his pain because I did it in 2014. I lived through 3 of them: Camo, Silver Ice, Triple X. I'm sorry, Quadruple X, and the Black Ice. Unthinkably bad. It's so bad you admire it. You're like Ash in Alien. You know, you say you admire it. I admire its purity. The gall to put that on the market. Ron, are you planning auctioning off your box of comics down the road? No, because then I wouldn't have them. Those are material things. I love the artwork. I love how could I get rid of my Jack Kirby comic books? I'd be so depressed I'd lose my mind. I'd have money, but what am I going to do with money? I can't look at money. Money doesn't tell all those great stories with that beautiful artwork. Have you tried Stack? It was 10% when I bought it in Beaumont, Texas, on US Highway 90 business route eastbound in 2009. Hadn't done video reviews yet. Stack, big can. I said, I got to buy this. This looks terrible. It was an absolute incontrovertible nightmare. I said, this is a perfect storm of horror. What could ever be worse than this stack? I found out. Earthquake, High Gravity, 12%, and Camo. 40 Street Legal was close because I never drank a beer that made my bones hurt for 3 days. 3 days. I said, this is bad. I was like Tony Montana. This is so bad, you know. But memorable. So memorable, I threw the can away because I couldn't bear to look at it. Oh, smoke. Well. Here we go. Morning, Ron. Good to be a part of Dawn Busters, says Jeep and Foodie. Caleb, hey, Jeep and Foodie. We about to wrap it up. I drank one a couple of days ago. A stack. Oh, I mean, if I saw it, I'd buy it and review it. You understand? I wouldn't hold back. And if it was good, I'd give it credit, but it wouldn't be good. It would not be good. No. Axe Head. Bought that in Cicero, Illinois, 2009. You had to love the gall for them to put that on the market. I respected their insidiousness. What about Simpler Times Lager? How is that beer? It's a lot better than it used to be. And it wasn't bad when it used to be. Dawn Busters. I got a 3 Hurricane in the fridge. Hurricane High Gravity or the 6%? Okay. Well, I have to say, if I was looking at normal prices and the King Robert II of Scotland was let's say $23 for the handle, and the Chivas Mizunara was $48 for the 750. I'd just get the King Robert II because there's nothing wrong with it. Age 3 years, it's basic, but it's fine. No problem. The Chivas, I don't like Chivas Regal 12-year, first of all, because it's so bland and dull. It's not a bad product. It's a 90. It's super consistent. You know, every Chivas you buy is going to be the same. It's mass production. It's on point. You're not going to get a bad batch. It's not going to be like 1050 where half of them are thin. That's another controversy for 2020. But it won't be anything remarkable, and it will not be worth $48. It's a gimmick. Aged in Mizunara. Then they tell you, well, a small percentage is aged in Mizunara. What, 2%? So you could upcharge it. I get that. I like gimmicks. I fall for gimmicks. My whole life revolves around gimmicks. My favorite thing about Led Zeppelin 3 is that I can twirl the little thing, you know, and make all the little pictures change. Of course, I love the album too. But anyway, this is the King Robert II because it's got a little smokiness. A little, not much. You want a smoky whiskey, get the deluxe. Buchanan's. I'm going to call it a tie, which means King Robert wins by default because it's cheaper. Now, somebody told me Sunday, you're always talking about price, like as though I was fixated on price. I said, no. It's a reference point. And that's why I'm bringing that up, because most people have to use that reference point. The price is irrelevant if you're tasting products, but it is relevant when you are buying the products. And most consumers have to buy the products, and they should make a budget, but most people don't. That's why they're in terrible debt. Two St. Louverture standing in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. That sounds about right. Sounds like something I'd see up there. High gravity. Two St. Louverture. Well, I'm not touching that right now. I could go on for an hour about it, but it would make some people very angry, even though everything I said was true. Remember, it may make you angry, but nonetheless, it's true. And the truth hurts. But what did Jesus Christ say? The truth shall set you free. And we want people to be free. Be true to yourself and you will never fall. Endeavor to persevere. You're going to hear me say that a lot in 2021. So this is the King Robert II. Ha, ha, ha. Never question my authoritas. Never question my expertise unless I get it wrong, which is about 30% of the time. Everything I say is qualified. You ever notice that with disclaimers? Which is by design. Anyway, it's a fun taste challenge. What does it prove? Not much. It proves that you could pay $54 and get a bottle of Scotch that is basically no better than a $10 bottle. It's your money. Buy what you want. I would just get 100 pipers and save me a whole lot of money. I drank the Earthquake 10% and it tastes like sour grapes. So gross they both did, but I can't decide which is worse. Try the 12% if you ever see it. You'll find out what real bad is. Can I make a video about making a budget? I could, but there's too many good resources out there, like Dave Ramsey. I think his name is Dave Ramsey, does a radio show. You say, but all they talk about is money. I know it's a money show. Makes sense. Like the kid in my military history class said, I hate this class. I said, why is that? It ain't nothing but wars and battles, wars and battles. All the kids turned around and said, it's military history. Why did you sign up? He had no good answer. Thank you, Ron. Can't wait for your next history lesson in 2021. Take care of that cough. Bye. Well, it's taken care of because it's all coming up. And you know how these coughs go. You can catch a cough and a month later you're still, coughing. But I don't make a big deal out of coughs unless it kills me, and then I would make a bigger deal than normal. But I tell people when I encounter them, I say, let me ask you a question. You ever knew anybody that had a cough in your entire life? They say, 49 years old. You think I never met anybody that had a cough? I said, I'm just asking because you acting like having a cough is some remarkable thing. Oh, but I'm in fear. I'm in fear. My mind's been controlled. I said, that's why you're worrying about a cough. I said, you remember 1979, huh? Yeah, disco. I said, yep. We Are Family, Pittsburgh Pirates. Too close for comfort. I said, you ever knew anybody in 1979 that had chills? They said, well, yeah, all winter long people get sick and have a chill. I said, did you run around the house screaming and hollering, talking about everybody was going to die? You stayed home, wore face coverings. Oh, well, no, we went to the game. We bought tickets. I said, amazing how things have changed. Things have changed in the CSA. You say, no, you mean the USA. I said the CSA, the Compliant States of America. Compliant States of America. I'm going to add another adjective to that tomorrow or the next day. They're all correct. Endeavor to persevere. Yeah, I got a cold that has been lingering for a week now. Wish it would go away. Doesn't everyone? 2 years ago, you wouldn't have thought twice about it. But now with the fear psychosis, everyone is convinced that they will die. And very soon, St. Paul said in the Bible, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord in a state of grace. Somebody told me, if I die, I'll go to heaven. I said, yeah, maybe the other place. He laughed. I said, yeah, you wouldn't want that to happen. He said, no, he didn't disagree. It's a strange thing. I remember a priest last year in church said, here's one thing people need to realize. Everyone will die. He said, not a popular statement, but it's true. You just may die young, you may die middle-aged, you may die old. You may live to be 104. You may get a vaccine to prevent getting sick at 104. Some might call that a stunt for television, but anyway, I didn't say that. I said some might say it. Kansas City Southern Railroad. Somebody told me the other day, you're getting older. I said, everyone's getting older. The day you're born, you're getting older. You were getting older before you were born because you were growing inside. You said, no, you weren't alive. That's what they say on TV. You ever seen a dead thing grow? See, logic is an important thing to consider. You ever seen a channel locks plier turn into a cat? You ever seen a dog give birth to a cow? No, you never saw that, did you? That's your argument. Joe Biden's dentures. Life is a terminal condition. There goes the train. You've got one life to live. There is no second life. You say, yeah, but I know a guy in Bangalore. I don't care. You have one life to live. If I was Norman Vincent Peale, I'd tell you that all you had to do is think positively. But I'm not a Freemason. I'm Catholic. Some people ridicule me for that. Marvel not that the world hate ye. Marvel not that the world hate you. They don't hate you because of you. They hate you because of me. That's from the Bible. It's a true statement. I believe it. I believed it all my life. Well, short story long, I'd just save the money and get the King Robert II if it was me. I don't see the purpose of buying the Mizunara except to say you tried it. So it's your money. Do what you want. I don't care. You should care, though. It's your money. I care what I do with my money. I'm not obsessed with it. Tomorrow. Oh, my friend David gave me a wonderful gift. I asked people if they wanted to see it. I got no response, so I didn't show it. Didn't take offense. But he asked me, did you try it yet? I said, no, I got this protocol. And then I said, oh, you're too obsessed with these protocols. Just try the stuff. So I'm going to try it, and I'm going to give him a report today. And I'll give it a rating and everything. I was very excited about it. But I'm very regimented. People say you're very regimented. Regimented to an extreme degree, an insane degree. I realized that I'll be the first to admit it. I'm like Colonel Kurtz. I'll be the first to admit it. Sometimes he goes too far. What did you think about the Pope having to give everyone permission to get the China virus vaccine? Well, no comment. Joe Bipolar says if you take coronavirus vaccine, you have in China eternal life. Yeah, but you see, what does the devil teach us? Death is life, peace is war, but what does the truth tell us? Woe, woe to them who call evil good and good evil. Others can do what they want to do, but for me and my family, we'll stick with the light. We are not going to join the dark side of the force. The dark side is weaker. You may walk within the sinister side in the left-hand path. I'm not. And if I lose all support and I have no friends, I still have friends because what a friend we have in Jesus. And I believe that, and I'm not saying that as a joke. And if it's not popular and it's an object of ridicule, see, if you're ridiculed, you know you're right. If you're in with the in crowd, you are probably wrong. Ron, why don't you save this topic on Fandango Friday? Well, Fandango Friday is on hiatus forever because sports came back, and I like to lay in bed and watch sports, fall asleep. But we got wrestling coming up this month, next month, so they were fascinated by that. And people kept telling me, you didn't say a word about wrestling. I said, I don't know anything about wrestling, except that you try to win, and some is real and some isn't real, like movies. And anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Be back soon.